What the hell? We're supposed to be wearing suits, and because 100th episode.
I'm pretty sure we never said that. I did not.
I'm going to cut to a clip. Are we doing anything special for the 100th?
Of course, we have to.
What are we doing?
Well, we're both going to be in suits for one.
You have a suit?
Yeah, I do. Well, it's probably not as nice as yours, but we'll both be in suits.
So what have you got to say for yourself? Now, apologise for lying to the audience again.
I'm sorry for lying to the audience again.
Go put a damn suit on. You're the reason I drink.
Okay, I'm suited up now. So
welcome everyone.
Welcome to NPCs of Tal'Dorei, reviewing Critical Role, episode 100,
Yes.
hence the suits.
Mm.
My god, you guys made it to 100, that's so cool. Never before in the history of the world has there been a D&D podcast that's made 100 episodes and has the fan base. Yes, that's right, I have fact-checked it. This is completely true, no lies here. That's not true. How's it going, Dave?
You're constantly lying to our audience.
A little bit.
Do you realise that?
It's an ancient parable, you know, one of us always tells the truth, one of us always lies.
Ollie's a little bit out of breath because he actually, literally, when we did that bit, he was actually getting a suit on.
Yeah. So, Dave, what did you think? Initial impressions of the mood that was
I think
ambient.
I think they've been building up for a while because obviously they knew 100 was coming up, so we got a brand new set.
Yes.
How do you feel about set?
I honestly thought it was a green screen, and people in the chat agreed.
Mm.
And then so at one point they actually got up and went,
Yeah,
no, it was real.
after the break.
Yeah.
After the break they just had to. It's not green screen. I think it's just lighting.
Yeah.
I wasn't sold on the set.
Really?
I think it felt a bit awkward, and I think there was a lot of fine tuning, as we're discovering with our sets.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fine tuning that you have to make to make that set work, and I think they had a few mic problems. You hear a lot of fumbling. There was a lot of stuff. I mean, we can't really say anything.
Yeah.
We're just
I kept hitting the desk, and you could hear it in the microphone.
Yeah. But
yeah. So I thought Matt's backdrop I thought was brilliant. I thought that was spot on. But yeah, some of the other I wasn't entirely sold on either.
I'm drinking Shiraz as well in honour of Marisha, because she drinks Shiraz all the time.
Yeah.
Do you remember that clip that she does where she's doing a Q&A?
Yeah.
And she goes to speak from the mic, but she speaks into a wine, and then Matt just rips into it. It was good.
I haven't seen that, but perhaps we can
we'll
check that out. So essentially the game starts with Matt and the group at the Sun Tree. And they're going to travel.
Yes.
And they're
to Onkaral.
Great name, Matt. Great name.
Yeah, so they go for the Sun Tree and arrive there, and then they go to see Kaylee, who's disguised as the Meat Man. But it's really awkward because at that time Scanlan is dressed as the Meat Man as well, so there's two Meat Men.
Yes, the doppelganger and the real Meat Man. Ironically, the fact that neither of them are actually real.
And on that note, while we're there, Tyrion did get pushed to the side a little bit, which is one of my fears when you do play two characters, or two players are playing two characters, is that one will push to the side, and I feel like Tyrion did. So I don't think this is going to continue very long of Scanlan and Terry. So I would agree. I'm fairly certain we're going to see Terry continue.
Okay. Really? I was thrown up the other way. I thought that Sam has had fun with Terry, and he explored the character. I think he wanted to do a new character. That's why he re-rolled, and that's why he had Scanlan leave. But watching him perform in the two different ones, sometimes I just feel that he's more connected to Scanlan.
Well, I think right now Scanlan has more meat to him because of the separation and the feelings they left behind. Yeah. So I think that you have to play to that, because if you didn't address that at all, I mean, a lot of awesome moments as we go through. A lot of awesome moments came out of this of the interactions with Pike and Grog and Vex, and I don't think Percy and Vex really had some one-on-one time. But we did have a Tyrion and
Scanlan conversation. That's always fun.
But anyway, we go see the Meat Man, which is Kaylee. We have a bit of discussion there, and Lionel asks for some ducks.
Yeah. So sorry, just 1 second.
I'm cutting it.
Bring my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lionel, aka what's his full name?
John. I keep on calling him Josh Hedder last time. It was actually John Hedder.
John Hedder.
Or it could be Josh Hedder. I don't know anymore.
We don't know!
Yeah.
Comment section, please sort us out. Yes, so Napoleon Dynamite is back for this episode as well. He's quite an entertaining character. I actually quite enjoy him as a one-off.
I think he started to get more comfortable with playing the derpy character, because at first it was like an unsure character, but then he was just like, yeah, that's who I am.
Yeah. It's quite fun when they bring in people that aren't D&D players, and you get to watch how quickly these people adapt and
to start, because I think they start to get exposed to what this is, and they're like, holy crap, and this is just acting. This is just improv acting. And then they start realizing the dice rolls and all that. All the kind of, people say the geeky stuff, like the numbers and all that, doesn't really play too much of a factor. It's all about role playing. So yeah, we went through kind of the prep and kind of working out where we're going to go with the mountain. We had a fun little tree bit. Do you remember that? You lick the hand and put it on.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that? It was a very funny bit that Lionel and he goes, why don't we just go through the tree again? And they kind of just mess with him and say, you have to put your hand in the tree. And Sam was being the tree, and he was like, put the hand in and you start caressing it. And no, you have to get it moist. And he licks his hand and just pops it right on Sam. It was really good.
That's cool. I really love when they mess with each other.
Yeah.
One thing that I did want to say was, Matt, man, your scene painting in this episode was, I don't know if you'd up your game for the 100th episode, but man, it was on point. One of the things he talks about in his DM tips is that trying to bring people into a scene, you can do not just what it looks like, what it sounds like, but what it smells like, what it feels like. And he was doing a lot of this in this episode. He would say it's kind of damp and musk, and there's this scent in the air as the light hits. It was so good, this episode.
It's very good at describing certain locations. I think that just comes from being a storyteller in general. You start to learn little tricks of what you should include, what you shouldn't include, and things like that. And you can really see it. It's just a work of art, just watching him work.
It's actually a skill that you learn in improv. I've been to entire workshops, like 2 weekend-long workshops, that are just all based on scene painting and making the world around you kind of beautiful.
Well, anyway, after the Lionel messing with, they turn into mist.
Which is their favourite thing to do, I think, in the last couple of episodes.
It's the safest way of traveling.
Except you can't talk in this form, so if something bad goes down and one person sees it, it's very difficult.
They kind of worked out the communication that was bobbing.
Yeah.
Just bobbing.
I love you, Foxman.
Yeah. So they travelled on the mountain to Smolder Crown.
Yeah, Smolder Crown. Wow, awesome name. Because that was like a volcano. Well, not a volcano. It was like a burnt.
It was a burnt, kind of ashy kind of location mountain.
Yeah, Smolder.
And I think one of my favourite moments came when Lionel tried to summon the ducks to get information, and then there's like he summons it, and then Matt's just like he calls out. And just when you think your connection with the ducks vanishes, the duck just comes flying through. I thought that was a great moment.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure of the reason of the obsession with the ducks, but it doesn't need to be one.
It was just a kooky kind of thing. So they kind of they transverse into the mountain.
Maybe no more wine. Maybe you should put that down.
Never.
Yeah, so after that...
Oh, really? You want me to talk? After that shit?
I realised my notes kind of lack.
Yeah, do you want me to continue, or do you want to make fun of my wine again? Just because you don't. Anyway, we travel for the mountain, we go real stealthy, and as we get closer, they decided to rest before the big confrontation with the Ziggurat.
Smart.
So they get Scanlan's mansion. He did a really good song. Do you remember the song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go. Scanlan, open the door. Do you remember
no,
that?
I don't.
Stop lying! This is why we did the bit at the start. So this could be your fresh start of not lying to people.
I promise from here on out I will never lie to the audience again.
You will.
No, actually one of the things I do have in my notes, I remember Scanlan singing again. I've missed that so much.
So you remember singing but you don't remember the song?
No, because that was a note I took when it was live streamed, which was ages ago.
Scanlan, open the door.
Oh my god, Scanlan! I missed your bardic wit so much.
So yeah, opening the door and just having the rest, and that allowed them to have some Scanlan moments. Some really good moments. So they have the moment with Vex and Scanlan playing cards and just having a bit of one-on-one and kind of discussing what they did. But you also had Pike and Vex talking to each other. Pike just describing how she feels about it, or the fact of she partly wants to forgive him, but also doesn't. Then Vex makes the point that you forgave your family, why can't you with Scanlan? And it feels like this feelings for Scanlan is actually a lot deeper than her troubled family.
Pike and Vex is a combo of role-playing conversation you don't see very often.
No.
They will kind of converse when the whole party is going, but you don't get a lot, like for example, Vax and Percy, you get a lot of one-on-one moments from them. Percy and Kiki have often quite some beautiful moments, but yeah, it was nice to see. And Pike and Scanlan, obviously, is the greatest. Love you guys.
Because you never get. I mean, I think those moments you kind of have to identify as players that those moments haven't happened, and to kind of not trick the DM, but kind of have that, like, force the moment to happen in your game. Like, you can probably put a lot of pairings out in Vox Machina of who hasn't really kind of had really deep one-on-ones. Like, you could say Keyleth and Scanlan.
Keyleth and Grog.
Yeah, Keyleth and Grog. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the fact that they just haven't had those moments. So
I just thought it was noteworthy.
And I like to see that in coming for our games, having those one-on-one moments and bonding. That would be cool, because I think that's what makes a stronger team. Yeah. Both as players and also just as the experience as a whole.
I have had some beautiful moments with players in my games, just turning to each other and talking really earnestly and really honestly. It's great.
And it's character building. Yeah, and that's
absolutely.
what D&D is about. So after a while, after Pike and Vex has that conversation, Pike goes and visits Grog, and they have a bit of a monster meeting, you could say, and say that they're a bit hurt, betrayed by Scanlan, and that they're gonna try and impress him the next day. And then this goes very, very tragically. So the next day after, I think it's the next day or just after they rest, Pike and Grog go to the door with all these skeletons outside. The skeletons built up since they made the portal into Scanlan's home. Scanlan's mansion.
Yes,
mansion.
Yes.
And they open the door, and then they make a big trouble. It's like, oh no, there's all these monsters here, and just over exaggerate it. And then they start having a battle with the skeletons out there. And then Lyle comes along after seeing the ruckus, rolls 2 natural 20s in a row.
MVP of the week.
MVP of the week, but the LVP is Grog rolling 2 natural 1s. So we got 2 natural 20s of this guy that Grog is trying to show he's better than, and then Grog rolls 2 natural 1s, and then the conversation Scanlan has is with Lionel. He goes, "Man, I'm so glad we had someone like you around," and Grog's just like, "Oh." I thought that was a really, really great character moment, and you could see on the stream, like, Travis is just like, "What the hell's going on?" He's the Goliath. He's the one that's supposed to do these roles.
Yeah, you need a dice jail, Grog. Take a page out of Vix's book.
Yeah, your wife's book. Just shove in jail. But yeah, after that, we kind of, after all that debauchery and kind of getting together and going towards the ziggurat, we get the reveal of the new kind of battle map, or how they're going to do it with this new set. Yeah. And that battle map was really cool. It had the little light of the orb and everything.
That was, I think it's Dwarven Forge, right?
Must be. Oh, he uses the majority of Dwarven Forge, though.
Holy mother of cheese, they are the most beautiful.
See, this is one of the problems I had with the set, though, because this bit felt real clunky of how they were setting it up. And how did you feel about Matt standing up?
Okay, standing up as a DM, I endorse. I do it myself.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it. I just think in this particular scenario, just the way it was set up, the way it was just shown.
The thing that bugged me, and it's just my like symmetry thing that I like. They had to pull the camera back, and then he looked a bit smaller than the other people because they were closer up. Excuse me, my voice is gone. But no, as a DM, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy. It's all good. Enjoy that especially in battle, standing up, and that way you can kind of act out the swings and the hits and that kind of stuff. So I think it does work at certain times, but I think
it was lowly lit. It probably needed more of a spotlight on. Because I think we care more about lighting now. We're doing our own shit.
Yeah, we kind of started noticing like
little things that kind of really enhance
the mics being too close and But that's just.
But yeah, it was just the way they set it up, because they had to set it up in the middle, and it just took a while to maybe they'll refine it. Maybe it was just they were rushing to get this done, so they didn't get all the kinks worked out of a new set. But
man, Dwarven Forge, you make some amazing maps, and this stuff all is like these little squares that you can take apart and rearrange, so you get an entirely different set each time. Yep. The orb that was up like the stairs, and it was glowing with the LED lights. God, that's cool. I wish we could afford that.
Oh man, it would be amazing if we get any of that kind of stuff.
But yeah, the battle.
So the battle begins, and we reveal that there's a female commander, the leader by the orb, and it turns out.
Well, in classical Vex style, she immediately rolls insight on the voice.
but doesn't recognise it straight away.
No, Matt just tells her that it's a familiar voice, and then you see the whispers go through the party as they go familiar, and you can see that the cogs turning like, who is it?
There was no way they were going to guess it without the reveal.
No.
There was no way, because they thought, let's reveal it. It's Delilah Brywood, who actually died and got disintegrated in acid. Not
easily either. This is one of the closest TPK battles that I've seen against the Briarwoods. It's around about episode 40, 50.
I wrote down, I think it's 35.
Oh, that was even earlier. Okay.
Yeah, 35.
So episode 35's... oh man, the Briarwoods, that whole, I think it was like 3-4 episodes.
Yeah, it was a long arc. It was probably one of the biggest arc that people always refer back to.
So essentially the Briarwoods are... past spoilers, by the way. Briarwoods are vampires, and not very nice people.
They killed all of Percy's family apart from himself and Cassandra.
Yes, Cassandra, Percy's sister, who we meet during that arc. So, the Lady Briarwood, Delilah Briarwood, who they believed to have vanquished and killed, is back. And I think it was again Vex that just started shouting, How is she alive?
And everyone had the same reaction. I mean, even Sam, which you really see him getting too invested in the story. He was just like, we killed her! What the hell?
And Matt's very familiar smile creeped across his face. He's clearly got some awesome plan.
Alright, so just because the battle happened and there was a lot that happened during the battle, but let's just go on the theories of how did she survive?
Right.
Because I saw a few posts on the Reddit of cloning, or whether there's a spell clone. Is there a way to do that?
I've not, as a DM, not come across a spell that clones, but then again, it could be maybe the homebrew or some kind of spell. Personally, I'm going to go for necromancy. She was kind of hooded in this battle, so maybe.
Oh no, because it blew off though briefly.
Oh, okay.
But Matt didn't describe any disfigurement or.
I mean, that would be my main guess.
He would do that.
Yeah.
Matt's not the kind of person to gloss over those kind of things. Yeah. So I think maybe it is some kind of someone resurrected it.
Okay, so necromancy, maybe resurrection. It could even be an alternate timeline shift. You know, I don't know how sci-fi and that.
They've never mentioned anything to hint towards that. And I think it was kind of a dick move to wait to the end to say, "Oh, there's an alternate reality."
I suppose that's true.
Yeah, it's kind of like you've been all this time, and your cop out is like, "Oh, there's a parallel universe." It's all right.
I'd say maybe some kind of betrayal of people that decided to resurrect her, but I don't know what the motivation would be. Anyway,
well, she's evil.
Yeah, I suppose.
Evil people like evil people.
I suppose it's possible. We'll find out in some coming episodes. Maybe even next week's episode.
I don't think it will reveal that quickly. I think that big of a huge thing is not going to be part of a larger. Yeah, it feels like that's going to be revealed, and the reason why she was resurrected is going to be revealed at the same time. So this person was resurrected because of this. It's like,
So essentially, we get to my god, it's Lady Briarwood, and before the party can process that information, Matt. Roll initiative. Kiki comes out on top again. This seems to be happening quite a lot in the last couple of episodes. Just that's just the dice.
She's OP.
Yeah, she is damn cool. And she tries a tactic that mostly my Thursday game do enjoy doing, which is dress up.
Actually, by Thursday game, he actually means Tuesday.
Oh yes. Thursday in our time, but for online it's the Tuesday. Yeah.
Which we'll be talking about in the next Dragon Tavern, so stay tuned to that on Friday.
Shameless self-plug. So my Thursday game quite often will choose social escapes for situations rather than combat. And one of the ways they do this is they will take down a guard that's working for one of the overlords or evil creatures, take their clothes, don it on, and just walk in there with absolute confidence and just say, yes, I am I've received orders from our leader, we are to leave this town. And essentially just roll deception. So Kiki tries this. She alters south and turns into Lady Briarwood's husband. And wanders up and says, don't do this. She rolls deception, rolls a 14, which is not enough in this situation, apparently, because Matt says she considers this, and then he just did this evil face of you're doomed kind of thing. So that was the attempt from Kiki to bypass the combat and maybe try and reason with her, but didn't happen.
Well, that's why it makes me think that, that's why she was resurrected, because she knows everyone else is dead. And so she can't be fooled by that kind of thing.
I suppose, yeah, that's possible. So when that fails, Kiki goes, okay, right, it's combat, then and fire turns into a fire elemental, which is one of her favourite forms. She likes earth elemental and fire elementals, probably the ones that I've seen her transform into the most. Yeah. Which is good because earth elementals can travel into the dirt and kind of swoop.
I think they're reaching that point. They're very, very strong. So it's like you just use all the tricks in the trade with every battle to get it done as soon as you can.
Some other cool parts of this battle. A rule that I dislike. I use it because it's part of the core rulebooks, but when someone is prone and you're trying to attack them with a ranged weapon, you get disadvantage because essentially they're on the floor and it's harder to hit.
I guess that makes sense.
It does make sense, but like in a melee attack, you get an advantage if they're prone, which again makes sense. But I feel like it would be easy because they're not moving, because they're on the ground. I do get the angle thing.
But the hitbox is smaller.
Yeah. Percy essentially tries to attack at some point some of these guys with disadvantage, and I just thought I'd mention that, because it's just a rule I don't like very much.
I like to think it makes sense, but I'm only just hearing this rule for the first time, so this is just my raw feeling.
Another thing about this battle was it was epic. It was an epic scale. There was not just one a party against one creature. It was a party against a party. The cultists in the Briarwoods. As a DM, that's really tricky to do. Keeping track of all these NPCs. Quite often you'll group them and just have them in the initiative in chunks and get them to do things at a time. So from a DM perspective, it's difficult. But I love massive battles. You guys, when you went into Syndra's castle in Goldshield, and the Poison Eye and Syndra's men had a Lord of the Rings style epic battle. It was wonderful. It was beautiful.
And we pretty much did the kill shot and ran away.
Yeah, you owned that battle.
Yeah.
I really do love those battles where it's a huge group of people on a huge group of people. Yes, it's difficult for the DM. But man, it's just epic, and this battle definitely was. Yeah,
and to be honest, you should watch it yourself. I mean, we could go for the nitty-gritty of what exactly happened, include the orb nullifying magic for a while and just kind of screwing things, but it was a really, really good battle, and I think it's a perfect way of ending one of the longest the Critical Role streams and its 100th episode. I think it worked very well and sets it up nicely. I'd be interested in what they do with Lionel. Why not Lionel?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure he was just part of the battle and just ended. Yeah. I'm really hoping he didn't die and we just glossed over that. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
But anyway, definitely I would say if you've only got a little bit of time this week and you're watching this because you want to recap, go at least watch a little bit of the battle, which is towards the end, because it was pretty wild.
This was a new setting. It really gave you a good feeling of the whole episode. Yeah. So ultimately, how do you feel?
Okay, Matt. God, you've got a beautiful mind. Your scene painting was absolutely top notch. You had the players so immersed that you even got some people that don't generally roleplay 1,000% to really throw themselves in. Well done, Matt. The battle was epic proportions. The map was, oh my God, so beautiful. Dwarven Forge. I will marry you if you just give me some free stuff. And
the twist of Delilah.
And the Briarwood. Really beautiful, so beautiful roleplay, combat, plot points. Just a great 100th episode.
100th episode, and good that we had everyone there, including Scanlan.
Pass me the bottle of wine real quick.
You don't drink?
No. I'm just going to say, Critical Role. Cheers to you. 100 episodes. Congratulations from us, the critters, and the NPCs of Tal'Dorei. Thank you so much for putting out your wonderful content from Wellington, New Zealand. We love you guys.
That's also a very cheap bottle of wine, so just ignore that bit.
It is.
Is that how we're signing off?
I thought so.
Oh, I thought we were going to just go and build up to it instead of just jump into it. Bye!